guys, today we're talking about how to date or how to attract women when you are more quiet, reserved, or introverted, however you identify yourself. But it's some form of knowing that you're more slow to warm up, you're not willing to spill all your personal stories and history on somebody. You don't need to be like the life of the party, this big extrovert, right? You are just more, like I said, slow to warm up is a way that many of my clients define themselves. And you wonder with that, how do you attract women? How do you date with that personality trait or that characteristic? So before I get into that, please make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm Ruby Love, the dating coach for the good intentioned gentleman. So before I get into everything, I want to make it clear that there is a difference between being shy and being quiet or reserved or more introverted. And if you don't know that difference, I already made a video on how to date when you're a shy guy. So please make sure to watch that because I do think there's a difference. I think shyness does hinder you from dating success. It is a behavior that you can work on and manage, while being more quiet or reserved is more of a personality trait that is okay. It's absolutely okay for you to be more reserved or quiet. So how do you work with that, right? So the first thing I want to answer for you is if you wonder, do even women like quiet guys? I answered that already in another video, so please make sure to watch that as well. But the short answer is yes, but then also no. But again, I kind of go into that in that video. But clearly there's a yes, or else I wouldn't be making this video right now. So if you watched that video already, now you're probably wondering, well, how do I navigate dating now, Ruby? How do I attract women knowing that I am quiet or more reserved? So the first step to dating when you're a more quiet, reserved guy is first owning it. Make sure that when you're discussing this, you own it and you have a reason for it. It's really important to make sure the woman knows this right out of the gates about you. You don't want her to all of a sudden find out as she's dating you that you're quiet or reserved, or if she's wondering if you're quiet or reserved, because then she'll wonder, she'll wonder if you're interested in her. She'll wonder if you're awkward. She'll just be confused. And when people are confused, that's when they're not interested anymore. That's when they're not curious. So if you already right out of the gates at the beginning of a date, or even when you're texting each other, just already describing yourself as sometimes more reserved, that's absolutely okay. So you want to own it. Owning it is simply noting that you are this person, that you are a quiet person, that you are a more reserved person. It's okay. Simple statement, right? But what's more important, not just saying that, but you give a reason to it. And let's say, for example, so you say, I'm more of a quiet guy because I've always grown up in this household where I think everyone is just more quiet, and that was the way that we were polite. Or I'm more quiet because of school and what I went through in elementary school. Like having that reason, short reason, you don't need to go into a full story. Short reason just shows that you are aware of yourself, you're confident, and you are owning it, and she is now aware, which then she can take it as she will, but at least she knows. Normally at that point, I have not ever heard anyone reject someone because they own it in the beginning. If anything, women think it's special because you're spending time with her, you're trying with her, you're in this conversation with her, and you're willing to get out of your comfort zone and that quietness for her. It feels more special, you know? So that's the first part. Make sure to own it and have a reason for it. The second part in how to date or how to attract women when you're more quiet or reserved is it is important for you to share something about yourself. Many times when guys go on these dates, they don't really know what they're comfortable in saying. And so they really question themselves and they get into their heads, and then they overthink in regards to, do I want to share this? Should I not? And because you're dodging these stories, she just feels like she doesn't get to know you. And again, if she doesn't feel like she gets to know you, she can't be attracted to you. So what's helpful is for you, before going on these dates or having these conversations, is to ask yourself, what stories are you willing to share from the beginning? And you're willing to share it because it's not going to create some emotional conversation, it's not something too deep-seated. It's something about yourself that is personal. So it does showcase that you're willing to be open, you're willing to share, you're willing to potentially go there. But you're okay with sharing it with just about anybody that you meet, because it's an important part of who you are and your journey, and you are confident and worked through it, and you are who you are today because of it. So find what that is, right? An example of that is personally for me, I knew when I was young, I didn't knew, I went through it, but when I was young, I was bullied. And because of that, I was very mute for the longest time. I did not speak. Clearly, I think you see who I am now. I've really worked on that part of myself, but that was a really tough time in my life. But I think because of that, I've really grown, and it really showcases my own resilience. So I'm not afraid to share that with anyone that I've met, even when I was single, just so they knew that part of me, and they knew that I was willing to share, those parts. So ask yourself, reflect, take some time and ask yourself, what am I willing to share? And already have that kind of in the back of your mind or the forefront of your mind, so that whenever you guys get to know each other on this date, you know that, oh, this is a story I can share. Oh, this is a fact about me and a story about me, more than just, the basics, like what you do for work, the things that you like to do, your interests. We want to have a little bit more so that you can stand out and draw curiosity from her. And that's what draws attraction, right? So that's it. So again, number one, owning it, having a reason for it, already out of the gates, making sure she knows. And then number two is just, well, we gotta be open somewhere. You have to be open about something so that she can at least feel safe and comfortable and getting to know you and hopefully curious. And that's how you continue to date that person. And that's how the right person will be attracted to you, because she will value and appreciate that fact or story about you and that you are willing to be open with her, right? And that's it. 2 steps there. I hope that helps you guys who are quiet and reserved. Again, it's okay to be. Own it, be confident in it, and as long as you communicate it, you'll be okay, right? Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you at the next one.